Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. The sight and sound of storms in the sea may be exhilarating for some. However, such hostile conditions can disrupt the entire operation for seagoing vessels and even render it to the sea bottom. Even the large container ships might sink if it's beaten by massive waves for too long a period of time. In today's feature, let's review how massive container ships ride out the most severe storms, stay on schedule, and navigate through unpredictable weather and harrowing experiences. Massive container ships are built of heavy steel and designed to be capable of riding through towering walls of waves. Large, slow-moving, and often laden with tens of thousands of tons of cargo, these ships are not only highly susceptible to damage, but also can sometimes even lose the containers they are paid to transport. The weather is one of the reasons for the average 1,382 containers lost at sea annually between 2008 and 2019. All modern container vessels utilize special passage planning systems to determine the best route from port to port. This involves consideration of dozens of different factors, including total cargo weight, current and predicted weather conditions, and the ship's overall sailing program. Fortunately, programs like Wayfinder by SOFAR Ocean have helped digitize this process. It uses the large open ocean network of weather sensors to predict waves and swells with up to 50% more accuracy than previously utilized methods. Thousands of ships utilize this system to plan, maintain, and when necessary, alter their routes. The ship bridges are also equipped with oceanographic and meteorological sensors to help them stay abreast with weather changes during the course of the voyage. This equipment is always collecting and analyzing data from wave height frequencies and ice limits to wind speed in order to ensure proper routing. Of course, even the most well-prepared cargo ships often encounter storms and large waves while negotiating the open ocean. However, the vessels are designed to help captains and crews to prevent the containers from going overboard. Also, all containers are built with special corner castings that can be attached to twist locks installed on the ship deck. Then, as other containers are stacked on top, double-sided twist locks are placed at all four corners to help hold them to one another. This unique system eventually creates a tower of containers that are linked together. As an added preventative measure, lashings are also used to minimize the movement of the containers, reducing the amount of pressure the locks must endure during bad weather and storms at sea.
It's because climate is becoming more erratic. Things are changing. And we have the technology to solve this problem, but we have to spend the time, invest the knowledge and the time in the right solutions.
Despite being tens of thousands of feet above their container ship counterparts, commercial airplanes are just as susceptible to dramatic weather changes. According to the U.S. Federal Aviation Authority, weather is the primary contributing factor to 23% of all aviation accidents. Aircraft are also built to withstand heavy rain, lightning, has built-in protection against electricity and strong winds. All electrical parts, flight equipment, and fuel tanks are carefully earthed or grounded via the aircraft's exterior body. This prevents electrical arcs from forming and causing a fire. Planes also have thick aluminum hulls, which can prevent lightning strikes from transferring their electromagnetic energy to the interior wiring of the craft. Lastly, engineers have developed protective meshing made of carbon fiber, aluminum, and copper that can be built into the body of the plane. This can help disperse the energy from the strike over a wider area, preventing major burns. Moreover, the pilots are also trained to navigate through these unpredictable weather conditions. Throughout the flight, pilots remain in close communication with air traffic controllers to receive the latest satellite weather information and to predict the safest route to their destination. Bad weather also impacts roadways and railways alike. Trains are still the primary mode of transporting large amounts of cargo from one place to another. And while locomotives may seem safe from storms since they're limited to tracks, weather does play a role in both minor and major railroad accidents. Specifically, changes in climates can affect the temperature of the tracks, leading to rail fatigue and internal cracking. Excessive heat, for instance, loosens and makes them more susceptible to warping and damage. If they become either too damaged or too warped, a rail car could jump the track and cause an accident. Cold temperatures also are equally dangerous, as it can coat or bind the equipment that allows trains to switch tracks, sometimes resulting in derailments. For this reason, rails need to be serviced, maintained, and replaced regularly. The process of replacing rails, including the welding work, track neutralization, and loading the old rails for removal, is all done in an assembly line procedure. Railroad replacement utilizes more than a dozen individual machines and hundreds of personnel. First, the new rail is staged on the track manually, with crew members identifying where each section will need to be cut. Next, a large rail cutter moves into place to cut the new rails at the same level with the old ones, ensuring identical sizes of the rail. Special spike removing machines are driven into place to separate the old rail from the ground. Then a crane lifts the old rail, followed by a special threading head that pins the new track into place. A worker follows closely, measuring with a tape to see that the laying process is accurate, while grinding machines are used to remove excess iron material from the newly laid rail. This constant and meticulous repair work on rails and other heavy transportation facilities are a guarantee of the safety of heavy cargo as they traverse long distances to awaiting end users. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. We'll see you next time.